I'm here in Home House. We are at the boardroom. We've got this amazing person helping us out and kind of our host, like helping us to set up the event. And I was just joking when he was watching and standing in the back, and I'm going to introduce you in a second. And I told my delegates, I said, I guarantee he's going to be thinking, forget this, I'm going to be doing venture capital or private equity. And funnily enough, Hither, right? Hither just came back in the break, and he just told me, what did you tell me?
I'm a student actually, so I work in a blog dojo. It's called Emerging Venture Capitalist of this year. So I work as a program associate. I do my internship, and this is my part-time. So.
He's working here part-time, and he's actually working in an incubator, kind of like an accelerator organization where they get you investment ready. So I love it. So you should be sitting in here at some point, right? Come back in here as many times as you can and make the most. He's trying to come back. I was thinking, why have we got such a good service? Why is he here so much? And I had no idea he actually wants to learn. And that's kind of people I love, because he is actually doing more than what he needs to in life. He's working on the bigger picture and then still, making money on the side. And that's the kind of entrepreneur you want to invest in. So what are your hopes? What are you planning to do? What kind of companies are you wanting to be an investor? Are you wanting to be...
Currently I'm working in an incubator company, and so I need some experience. Mm-hmm. I'm a student currently, so I need some 3-4 years, 5 years experience.
Do you think you would be a founder? Do you think you'd create
sure,
something? Really?
So
that's exciting for you?
Yes.
What kind of industry would you be
I'm not sure now, but I'm working with my founders. For a year we have 3 cohorts, so I deal with 8 companies per cohort, it's 8 to 10 companies. So I work with 40 companies. So in a year, in 5 years, I'm gonna be with the more knowledge and more market and problems. I need to solve a problem. So
yes, and maybe you can be part. If you're used to working with companies, my advice for him would be work in a venture fund, maybe like a GP, or kind of get that GP equity stake, because we're going to be talking about fund structures a little bit later. And if you're someone who's already working with founders and know what it takes to make a good investment return for investors, then you have that potential to be part of your own incubator, or maybe you become equity stake in this one, right? So you can work your way up to that. Good money there, and then it's all about the exits, which you will find out. But I'm really impressed, that he is doing this, very exciting. And he invited me to actually train their incubator program, or their delegates, right?
Yeah.
How many people have you got? I'm in, by the way. Anything to add to the Billionaire Project? How many people?
8 companies. We have 8 companies.
Oh, wow.
For 3 months, it's a 3-month, 12-week intense program.
Yeah.
So for cohort, it's 8 companies, so you can deal with 8 companies.
Are they post-revenue, pre-revenue?
It's early startups.
Early, but
they have their idea and they are executing it now.
Oh, so they are post-revenue.
Yeah, post-revenue.
That's really good, because getting out of the idea stage into post-revenue is quite a milestone in itself. So they become a lot more investable rather than just sitting on the idea alone. I'm excited. And what social media, last really important question for our audience, is what social media are you on to make this a reality?
We are on Instagram.
Yeah.
We are on YouTube, and
you
Twitter.
mentioned the one first. How did you say you found me? And I asked you, are you on?
I have searched on LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn is the one for this type of thing. You have to read every VC founder, every VC, I don't know, anyone in the VC space has to be on LinkedIn, right? That's an important one. But of course, other social media platforms to build your culture and show people what you're about, the philosophy. That's where I would want to know the personality of the founders. So yeah, I like it. But stay active on your LinkedIn, because that's where you can really get traction. People like me would be like, oh yeah, I like that. I really judge people's LinkedIn profiles. So really exciting. Hither, keep an eye out for him. And he is the inspiration of today, as well as obviously my amazing audience. But yeah, thank you for sharing that.
I really loved your presentation.
He does. He loves the Billionaire Project. Thumbs up for the Billionaire Project. Yeah?
Cheers.
Thank you.
And I'm the founder of the Co Club, and we are based in Ealing in West London. So what does the Co Club do? Collaborative space. What collaboration is? People talking to each other. People passing each other resources. Outside resources coming in to help you.
That was good. Short. And way shorter than 2 minutes. But feedback? Which is fine. Feedback?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And you have your hand in the pocket.
I know, yeah, literally, sorry.
It's fine. It's what people do in the this is what I mean.
So, I'm sure most of you in this room have purchased a property before and know how fragmented it is. Last year in 2022, £1 billion was the cost to consumers of failed transactions. Hi, I'm Maxine. I'm a real estate agent, been in the industry for about 30 years. Today I've attended an amazing event. It's been absolutely fantastic, very, very informative. Wasn't really intimidating at all, and it was just a great experience. We went through lots and lots of things that will really build your confidence in pitching for funding, and I truly recommend it to anybody looking to raise capital.
We learnt loads about Monaco investors and how to pitch to them. It's very different to pitching to a VC in the UK or so on. The whole mentality, the way she was explaining how they think, how they act, how you should dress, what you need to say, how to create your pitch deck. Those 21 steps were awesome. So it was all in all, it was a really great day.
This is the place to be if you want to get the right connections, to grow your business, to get access to massive capital resources that Hither has got with her unbelievable unlimited connections that she's got in so many jurisdictions around the world. Highly, highly recommend that you get in touch with Hither, get in touch with her team, get on the course, because the content that is being delivered, you do not learn this and pick this up on your journey in business. You have to make special time to be there, and I'm just really grateful that I was here today.
And it was amazing, as always, from start to finish. One of my favorite parts was when we talked about capital investing, to raise capital, because this is the type of information they don't teach you in school, unfortunately. And if you want to raise up your game and you want to be like a great investor one day, or you want to be able to raise capital, this is definitely the place to go.
I would recommend it to anybody who's seeking for an investment in their projects or to make money by pitching. I think there was a lot to learn about how capital works, how people think, and at the end of the day it's all about psychology.
Today was extremely informative, met absolutely fantastic founders and entrepreneurs who are in the same position as myself. We learnt a lot, we discussed a lot, we spent the whole day together, and Hither was absolutely fantastic, and the amount of information we received just in such a small space of time was incredible.
So I found it was so interesting, so I came here, and this was like the best pitch practice ever I have seen. So there are like 21 steps of mantras which everyone likes it. I mean, like we had like 17 or 18 that I know, but what I like the most is like the 3 mantras that you have to include in the pitch, that is telling about the risk to the investors, and mission statements about your company, about the milestones, and the discussion of exits. These were the 3 points, the major points that I like personally.
There was an expansion on the amount of tips and tricks that you could do on the pitch deck and how to actually get investment, but there was a lot more elaboration around the fact of doing the actual pitching, and also just listening to everyone's projects that they have coming up. It has been amazing, and it's always insightful. So if you are thinking about coming along to an event like this, I do have to say that even if you haven't got a project in mind, being in this kind of environment will really elevate your thinking, and actually may even help you come up with solutions to problems that you haven't even received yet. So definitely give it a go and come on if you are thinking about it.
Hey guys, so we finally finished. It's dark outside. It's been a very intensive day. Everyone is really high caliber, as you can see from some of the testimonials they've given. Coco is definitely had enough and he wants to go home, but genuinely I loved it. I can't wait to, once people get aware of what they're missing out on, so you don't know what you don't know. So the investment banking training, most people, is completely inaccessible. You cannot learn this stuff on a regular training, let alone get investors to pitch to, like a Dragon's Den, a private Dragon's Den panel. That's what we're doing in the Billionaire Project, and this is just the beginning. I really feel like we're onto something big. Momentum is growing. the bigger picture with this is the Billionaire Project will progress to being a full-on private equity firm. And what I'm doing right now is testing my deal flow and making sure I pick and select the highest probability successes. Because normal venture funds are really low in their success rates. They're really boring, they're not founder focused enough, they're just very much spreadsheet focused, numbers. And I just feel like they're not allocating capital in the right way. Plus, there is no real connection between founder and VC firm. So I want it to be a private equity firm that really cares about the founder and actually can control the exits as many, really make them happen, really create unicorns. So this is what we're going to do in the Billionaire Project. I hope you join me in one of my events in London, because I do the training and the recruitment here. UK entrepreneurs, European entrepreneurs, US entrepreneurs, they're my main clientele. Of course, anywhere that I can deal with is my favorite. So Australia, Hong Kong, I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned the right countries, but I love recruiting outside of Monaco and bringing them to Monaco, because Monaco's a different ball game. So I hope you enjoyed what you learned today and the feedback from everyone. I really hope to see you in one of my events, and then who knows, we could work together in Monaco in the Billionaire Project. See you guys soon. Bye.